Shipping costs are up 55%. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at what's going on with international freight costs. And we can see here, this here is from marine traffic. And this is just giving us a live indication of all of the ships around Australia at the moment. You can see the red ones are tankers. We'll zoom in. The orange ones are fishing vessels, and the green ones are cargo vessels. You can see where they're all coming in and out. What are the blue ones again? They're tugs and special craft. You can see, look, all the iron ore flowing out of Port Hedland. And what's this? Point Sampson. All of it flowing out of Australia here. Here you go. All from Brisbane, Sydney, flowing out from here all the way down to Melbourne. So, you know, Australia, freight costs are just a little bit important to our nation. We are a exporting and importing nation. This is from the Observatory of Economic Complexity. If we scroll down here, you can see everything, all our export items. Coal, iron ore, gold. And often you'll hear me mention the lack of complexity in our economy because, well, we're exporting raw materials. We're not value adding to those materials. There's proposals to look at implementing the iron boomerang to start creating steel production here in Australia to a huge extent. I mean, it sounds interesting, but I think all of the green tape and the not in my backyard crowd may limit the ability of that to happen, but we'll have to see. But even that would mean that it would increase the economic complexity of our country. These are the nations that we're exporting to. You can see the most important of all of them is China. The most important is China at 35%. Then India and the United States, well, together they're barely just over 11% compared to China's 35.5%. So it's just something to keep in mind with a lot of the political discussions and rhetoric that's going on around the place. Now, here's the one that's important. Well, for this topic. Sure, freight costs, if it goes up for sending stuff overseas, okay. But what's really gone up, where there's been a big increase in freight, and we'll have a look at that, it's in the container stuff, container freight. Look at all of these products that are imported here, all of these materials, broadcasting equipment, computers, everything that's brought into our country. Most of it comes over from China. And if the cost of that goes up, we're going to see some inflation. In the new modern, hip version of the term, price increases in a lot of our consumer goods and things that we purchase and live on. I wonder if foodstuff, even from New Zealand, might see a bit of an increase. But we'll have to see. So if we jump over here, this is the Freightos Baltic Index, the FBX, the Global Container Freight Index, the only daily and ISO compliant container freight index ready for index linked contracts and derivatives. Fantastic. And I mean, we'll look at the weekly data, weekly prices, because I can't afford to pay for the daily ones because I'm not in this game. But if we go back to April to just a couple of days ago, October, this is where I've gotten the 55% increase from $1,439 up to $2,230. If we go to all data, you can see all the way back to November 2018, I mean, we've never been close to this price. And here's the year-on-year price trending. Last year, it was trending down. This year, it has skyrocketed. Look at that. That's just nuts. So, what is the FBX? FBX stands for the Freightos Baltic Index. It is the leading international freight rate index in cooperation with the Baltic Exchange, providing market rates for 40-foot containers, FEUs. So, let's have a look what shipping modes are covered. While Freightos includes door-to-door rates for both air and ocean, the Freightos Baltic Index currently only provides 40-foot container FEUs indices for ocean freight. We have plans to introduce air freight rates in the near future. So, you can see here, this is the issue. 40-foot containers. It's the standard container. In some ways, the 40-foot containers, the standardization of shipping and trade, and just the speeding up of loading and unloading, it's rendered economic blocks like the EU, meaningless in some regards, because you can send things from one side to the other side of the world very efficiently and very cheaply. But that also means that we're competing with people on the other side of the world to manufacture all of these goods, and will create challenges for people trying to, say, manufacture broadcasting equipment here in Australia or computers here in Australia. I have a Rode microphone, a podcaster that I'm, very happy with. We bought it because it's an Australian brand. It's all made over in China. I was quite disappointed, actually, when I found that out. It's all made in China. I sent it in for a warranty repair, and they just got a new one, sent it right back out. I mean, I can't complain about the service, but maybe that was just my naivete learning about all this. So, we have a look here. We can see the global index is now 2230. The China to East Asia to North America West Coast. And look at that increase, $3,844. Look at that climb. The North America West Coast to China, and that's gone up still, but it's still only at $405. China, East Asia to North America East Coast, that's up to $4,674. Look at that increase. These are not normal increases. Here's the China, East Asia to Northern Europe, 2,121, and it's gone up, but it's not as bad as some of the others. North Europe to China and East Asia is $989. China, East Asia to the Mediterranean, 2,355. So it's not as dramatic as this huge climb here. China, East Asia to North American East Coast. I mean, it's always going to be so expensive. But look, I mean, wasn't too bad. Are there more costs going through Panama? What's happening? So, and the Atlantic, North America to the east coast of Europe, it's pretty less stable. North Europe to the North American East Coast, yep, it's stable. Europe to South American East Coast, it's not moving. Europe to South American West Coast, and it's still pretty level. It had a big spike there, probably with some oil price changes, but there we have it. But overall, guys, look at that huge increase in container shipping. Do you think that will have an impact on Australia? Are we going to see inflation manifesting here in Australia because of this freight increase? What do you think? As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time.